Hello there, crazy gamers. I'm Nutter. Today we're going to be playing Timberborn. If you haven't played this game or know what this game is about, it's a strategy building game, but it's like a post-apocalyptic uh, scene, and the only things that survived are beavers, and they have grown intelligent and can build buildings, and it's pretty much what it's about. I've played this game before. I am playing as the folk tales, if you know what they are. They're two different kinds. There's the folk tales and the iron teeth or something. I forget what the other ones are called. But these are like the first ones that you start out with. So I haven't played with these ones in a while. So we're going to play with these. So what you have to do first is you have to set up a... Right now I have the game paused, so it's not doing anything. But you got to place down a lumberjack flag, and in this area of the flag, as you can see, the like greenish bluish line there, that is where they will scavenge for wood. I think I might put it up here somewhere so it gets this whole area. Too far from the district. Let's build a path first. Well, let's just... We'll just put it down here for now. We'll put a couple of those down so they can start collecting wood. Then you're also going to need food. They can start getting berries for food, but eventually we will make farms and we can build, or we can make all kinds of food from the farms. But for right now, we will do these. And then once they collect stuff, they're going to need a place to put them all. So a large pile for the wood will be good. And then for the food, a smaller one will work. And you have to have a path going to each one. And you see that little green line too. That is like how efficient basically it is to the building. It used to be that there was a limit to how far you could build out, and I believe they changed that. So you would have to do new districts every time you wanted to build, say, like way over here. Your path towards your city hall, it would go red, and then eventually there would be nothing there, and you could build there, but they couldn't access it, type thing. So you used to have to build districts. I don't think we have to do that now, but we will get this started. Let's hit play so they can start doing that. Also, here is the district center. These are your workers. The workers are the ones that build stuff. Since we have a population of 8 and then 4 kids, we can have 4 of them building. But now that we have these built, you have to... Before I forget, that's why they're sitting there not cutting down trees. You have to mark the area to be cut down. So now that we got that marked out for cutting, you can see they are going and cutting down the trees. Next big thing that we need to get is water. So we are going to set up an area for waters. These pumps here is what is how they get the water. I'm going to set up 2 of them for now. I probably don't have enough people to get it to fill it, so I am also going to mark this to be destroyed so I can bring the path up here and place down like woodcutters and stuff up here. So once you build like storage places, you need to select what to store in it. It doesn't just store everything in there. So once this is built, they will store, where is it? Blueberries. But now that we have water, no storage, we need to store the water somewhere. So our builders are just standing around because we don't have enough trees. We can... So over here shows us... Oh, so we have 8 workers. But I can lower this down. So what I will do is I will put 2 more lumberjack. Once they're built, I will lower the... Or I could actually probably do it now because there's only 2 needing to be built now. So now I'm forcing only them to allow 2 workers. So the other 2 workers will be put into here. You can also set priorities, which isn't a bad idea. Like priorities on the... on each building. So the higher you prioritize it, so this being normal priority, and these being a 1 step higher priority, they will fill these before they fill the workers. So I will actually set that back to 4, because once they start populating, just put it that way, they'll just automatically fill. Once the kids grow from adults and stuff like that, we'll have automatic population or placement. And so there's only a certain time of the day that they work. They work for 16 hours. You can see right here when it's in between this time and this time, which is nighttime, they go to bed. You can also increase the amount of hours that they work, which I might do that for now because just to get started, they will work more hours, but be basically less happy because they'll have less time to do free stuff. But I don't even have sorry about that. I know how to play the game. I don't need a tutorial. So if they have less hours for like free time, the less chance they'll populate, or you also are working off of basic needs and stuff like that. It gives them less chance to get those basic needs. So right now we don't have any thing for them to replenish their basic needs other than eating and drinking and stuff like that, which is what they do first anyways. So, also as you can see right here, the brown area. The brown area means like there's no water being able to reach it, so that's why there's dead trees, and so you can't build any farms on there. No crops will grow. So it's kind of a good idea to build your non-food productive type buildings on something that's dead. So like houses, they provide shelter. I'm going to set them up here, and so they're not taking up this area where I can plant for like farming. And then you could also put a forester down eventually and replant trees. Again, you'll need green areas to do that, so I want to save as much green area as I can. We're gonna mark all this stuff to get cut down because we'll need the trees for one, and two, we will need this space. So the name of this map is called 1,000 Islands. As you can see, there's a lot of islands. The good thing is there's a lot of water, and you will need the water. So eventually, up here, you'll see there'll be it'll say a drought season. And what happens is the water will start drying up. There's always an area where the water starts, which is up here, and then the water will stop flowing during the dry season, and all this will dry up, and eventually it gets down to here, and then we won't have any water. So them being beavers, natural beaver things, to build dams, we can build dams and block in water, and that's part of the game. It's just building dams and surviving. The water one, you probably always want to keep on high priority because you're gonna need the water. Like up here, actually it says we have 0 water, so it's a good thing we have this water pumper going now. So we got 1 water now, luckily. Got some logs, some food, and this is medicine and materials, and we have none of those yet. Alright, now with a little bit of time passed and a little bit more resources coming in, I am going to set up a farm. So again, this farm is as far as those blue arrows can go, or blue line. So we will, I think we'll just plop it down right here, the path to it. Now we set up a field. Sorry, I kind of spaced how I do this. It's been a little while. I thought it was food. Oh, plant crops. There it is. So we're gonna start off with, I think, carrots, because yeah, we get more food quicker. So we definitely want to start off with that. We will want to prioritize this. We will always want to have someone in the fields working. But I think I didn't know they had could have 3. Oh, it must be so between the two I guess races, they have different benefits. Usually there's only 2 workers in one farm, but I'm guessing with the folktales they can have actually 3, which is actually kind of a helpful thing that usually takes. Usually you have to build like 2 farmhouses per little section, because even though this farm says it could reach way over here and stuff like that, they cannot. If you were to build a field this big, they would only basically be able to farm this one section. So the next thing I want to get set up is building up science. That's one thing you need to do. Like, to unlock things, you need science points, as you can see where the locked mark is. So to get that, you need to build a science place. And I want to build at least a couple of these. That's fine. And also, as you can see, that I have enough houses here to increase my population. There are more children, or there should be enough. You need enough houses for your population growth too. So each building holds 3. We're gonna need some more buildings. One thing on these houses too is you can actually stack them. And I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, uproot these so I can build a house. Right here, so I can eventually. So I can eventually build up on top of them also. So the next thing that we're gonna need to do to progress is building planks. The building that builds the planks requires power. So there's 2 ways to do power. There's a water wheel, which as you can see, the flowing water through here, just like a water wheel, it pushes it and creates power. You can also do a power wheel, which it takes a beaver and basically is a what is it? What is that thing called? A hamster wheel. It's basically a hamster wheel and creates power. But since we do have flowing water right here, I am going to build a power wheel. We need to get a path down to here, because it was too far for them to build. If it's too far from a path, they won't build it. So I need to get a path down here so they'll start building it. I also want to get the but it has to be touching the power wheel, or at least touching the building for it to create power. I think I'm going to do that. Straight shaft. And then this little area right here, we can actually put in a small storage pile. And that can store our planks. So like I was saying before, we do want to think about the well-being of the beavers so they produce and make our population bigger. So some of the things that we have are these: campfire, rooftop terrace, and teeth grinder. And that also helps for when they break their teeth. Basically, when they injure themselves, they have a way to fix themselves. So we will build one of those to keep our lumberjacks happy. And I think we will also build a campfire, which we might... maybe we'll just put it back here. Nice little spot out of the way. And we are also getting some science points here, which we can use to unlock stuff like platforms. Probably one of the things we'll definitely need pretty soon too is like the dams and stuff like that. So now that we actually have a planks being built, we need to, or we can now, and we also have enough science points. We can get the forester, and that will allow us to plant trees and stuff like I was saying before. So let's unlock that. Get a forester set up. Let's see. Right here, I'll be good. And we can tell the forester what trees and where we want them. Birch grows the fastest, but you only get one log from them. Pine, it takes longer, a little bit longer, but you get 2 trees from them. And I think so. Is it oak? Yeah, oak takes the longest, but it gives you the most amount of wood, like ratio per day type thing. So we will have a bunch of these planted because we do want that stock of oaks by the time they grow. We're gonna plant a bunch of birch because we are going to need wood pretty soon. I think that'll be good. And then the rest we will do pine trees. And we'll just fill this all in right now. You could also tell the forester to plant like the berry trees and dandelions. Dandelions make medicine though, so it doesn't give you actual food, but eventually you will need some food or some medical supplies. So as you can see now, we have 3 days until the drought. That is what this is going on. And from the last time, just got a couple of things built, not a whole lot. An extra forester because there's a lot of trees that I want planted. And you always need wood, so you got to keep up on top of that as much as possible. Oh, I forgot to put a path here. No. So it's growing slowly but surely. I should have enough water. I have all these filled. I don't have, my population isn't too high, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. Still have 2 pumpers here filling it up. So I think I'll be good on the water. I'll be back when I progress a little bit further. think I forgot to bring this up too, is when it is drought and there is no water flowing through this area, you do have a lot of where you plant everything as everything is starting to die off. As you can see, the dry season's over. We'll be soon getting water back again, but it does have to flow from all the way up here again and make its way all the way down. But yeah, once all the water gets back over here, it'll green up again. Our trees will start growing. Our plants actually completely died off. As in, like you can see over here, they're wilted, but they're not dead. Crops over here completely dried off because they only last a few days before they actually dry off. So they'll actually have to replant all this stuff. And I'll keep building up and probably be back in a little bit. Okay, on this side of the map, I think I'm going to build a dam just so it kind of dams up this water. Kind of makes it run over this way a little bit more. I don't think it's going to make a huge big of a difference since how much water area there is. But it's a dam and we'll just see how it goes. So the levees hold back the water completely. The dam pieces will actually let water flow over the top of them. We will start with the levees and completely build these up. And I think we'll build some dam pieces right along there. And then also while you were gone, I moved our water pumps over here because this place stayed completely full of water throughout the dry season. So now we're able to get water all through the dry season. Eventually, actually I have enough science points, so we will go in the storage area and get the medium capacity water tank and actually build a couple, I think right here. Yeah, I think we'll do a couple of them. Maybe, let's see. Want to put another, yeah, I think I could fit one more of these there and actually put another big water tank right there. So looking good. We should have plenty of water storage for a while. I should probably actually look at building more houses to increase my population. Let's see. I think I also want to build paths. Or I need a platform. So I think I will unlock that. So one thing I can do here, I can keep building up on top of these houses. Like this. I'll actually put one here too. You can put a path down here. And now they can get to this place. I can also let's see what I want to do. want to build, like, to be able to get to this house, I'll definitely have to build like a platform here, but I need to build stairs to get up to that. So I might just build stairs there. Platforms can also go over walkways if you didn't notice. So I could actually put, and what I will probably do is put platforms right here. So these houses. So now I have houses on top of here. So once all that stuff gets built up, we'll have more houses and more space. And I can also put houses down here. But I think for right now that should be plenty of houses. Just need to wait for this stuff to get built up. 3 workers. I also built this. This is a hauling post. They help just carry things from different areas. So like once the workers filled up their storage unit here, the worker would have to grab a box, bring it all the way over here, drop it off, go pump, and then bring a box over and back and forth. So that actually stopped their production. So if you have a hauler, they will actually go and get the stuff from them and put it into the storage for them, keeping up their production. I need to unpause that. Should probably get 3 of them in there real quick. Get that producing food again. Ooh, yeah. We're a little low on food. Definitely need to get that built up. So I think also because I expanded over here, I might build a farm over here and start building this area up for farming. Alright, well, I'll see you guys after I made more progress. Alright, the last time I left off with you guys, we were just on pretty much this little area. I might have been just starting to go over here. I've already expanded over here. This is where most of my farming is. These are the beehives. They help with the farming. They help pollinate, grow faster is what it is. And then I also moved up here and started building up here. The reason why I'm starting to build up here so I can start getting scrap. These are old buildings, so you can get scrap metal from them. And then you can turn scrap metal into metal blocks and stuff like that. You can start building different kind of bigger buildings. I figured this would be a good spot to stop off, since that's the next step, is the steel buildings and stuff like that. I think on the main island, pretty much most of what I've done is I built some bakeries and stuff. I think also, I don't know if I had these on there, they're gears. You need the gears. They come after the planks. But I got the gears and then this is a grinds up the wheat so you can make flour and make bread. And then I have some stuff going on over here. This is going to be an observatory, and this will actually provides a lot of science, but it also needs power, so that's why I have this starting to be built up here. Also, what I've done is I blocked off these areas so the water can't exit the map. And when it exits the map, it disappears. So I had these blocked off, so all this water should stay here when it goes into the dry season. The only problem with, since I've done this, it's actually prevented any water flow through here, so these aren't spinning. So what I've done to do for that is I built some more dams up here, right here, and right here, and that's going to help push all this water this way. Hopefully it doesn't cause any flooding. It shouldn't though. That should push all the water, or majority of the water, this way, providing more power again. Then this is a aqua farm that you can make cattails and spatter duck. That's more food income. So yep, that's pretty much where I've left off, and I don't think I've done anything else other than that. I mean, it looks like a lot, but really it's just spread out because of how small of an area I can build on each one of these things. But I like my progress so far. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this. Let me know if there's things you prefer more to watch, if you want to watch more of the actual building and growing that way, or if you like to see just like upgrade videos, like just showing where my progression, I guess progression videos is what it would be called. So let me know in the comments. If you like it, please consider subscribing. Right now it feels like I'm just talking to no one, so if I have some subscribers, I will definitely feel like I'm talking to someone. So I'd appreciate some subscribers. Like the video if you like the content. If you have any, like, I'm pretty big into like strategy type games. If you know a really good strategy game out there, let me know that in the comments too, and I might check it out and make some videos of that. I do appreciate everyone that does watch these videos, and I hope to see you again on some other videos. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.